Hello and welcome back to Pokemon Legends Arceus. We are probably going to see the credits today. Last time we fought all of, got the approval of all of the Guardian Pokemon at the lakes and caught Dialga. So today we have to fight Palkia. One thing I can already say for sure is I will basically stop at the credits, like this playthrough. If I ever do post game, it's going to be off stream because I do not want to grind and catch all of the Pokemon on stream. That I feel like would take too much time. So I will probably just stick with credit roll is good enough. So yeah, with that being said, let's hop into the game. I'm still paranoid with the whole saving bits from other games. Also, I did want to at least have a teeny tiny look at. Okay, so I have seen 190 Pokemon, which I have zero clue how many there actually are supposed to be. I also have still a whole bunch of unknowns left, where I just hope you wouldn't have to have caught those all. So let's just go. Wait a second, I have an Arcanine. I haven't caught one, but I have one. That game is lying. I evolved one. Okay, these guys for sure. I also did that last time. Oh, I haven't reported. Wait. I should probably just talk to the professor once. Because of what was all going down, I hadn't reported all of my newfound Pokemon last time. I actually... Oh. Yeah, no. No time for that. Maybe after I check in here. Okay, now to do this again. Now we can look. Let's go from the top here. Also, can I have them ordered by number, please? Why are we not starting with one? Oh wait, I have to go the entire Hizu region. Ordered numerically. I'm not sure I can get these. But maybe I get them post-game? Okay, so the whatever, probably just a shaking tree for this guy. That one I can either straight up catch or technically can evolve. That one needs another link cable, I think. So yeah, there is a whole lot of empty stuff in there. Even if I didn't do as badly as I initially expected. Let's put it like that. But if there is 235-ish ones and I have caught 155, that would still mean I have like 70 Pokemon at least that I will still have to get, and I'm no, that's not going to happen. How far did that thing roll? Did it go left or right? I hadn't seen. Okay, we're all obviously trying to go all the way down the mountain to the water, huh? Okay, interesting quest. Okay, now back to the main quest. What a curious cave. I feel some extraordinary power here. As if the world itself was created in this very place. What do you think, Leon? Taking into consideration my knowledge of ores, my skill at mining, and the strength of my Sligo's moves, I think you'd better leave any extraction work up to us, wouldn't you? We're going to have to ask you to stop right there. Oh, come on, who's there? We don't have any time to waste with. Clover? We haven't seen you since you walked out in the clan. Where have you been all this time? I don't have to tell you nothing. Look, you can carry on digging out that treasure you're after, and then you'll give it to us. I don't know why you even look surprised. It's not as if you were hard to follow. What we seek may be as precious as treasure, but this isn't about how valuable it is. We needed to restore this awful sky to normal. That earnest goody-two-shoes act of yours is what made me leave the Pearl Clan in the first place. Enough, I don't care why any of you ran off to play bandit, but I won't let you get in Leon's way. There are 3 of you and 3 of us. Let's go, Coco. You take charm. I bring good luck to my sisters wherever I go, and ill luck to anyone who crosses our paths. I'm the eldest, and I'll be an unlucky charm, especially in this, the battle of a lifetime. I think the Lucario is still at the, starting thing. Oh, sure. It is, okay. Okay, as I get 2 turns, I can use a revive on Lucario. Well, you are rather formidable. Come on, Clover, why not come back to the Diamond Clan? Times are changing, we're changing, and we could really use someone as strong as you are. Are you joking? I've got no interest in living back in that place with all its stupid rules. Look, we'll let you keep your treasure this time, but you'd better do something about that sky. You are as strong as ever, Coco. Maybe you can really do something about that monstrous creature at the top of the mountain. But even if you do, the next time we meet, you won't escape without a beating. Remember that. You've been saying that so often throughout this game, and you haven't gotten any, like, come even close to doing something to me. Honestly, those three, what did they even come here for? Oh well, I'll heal up everyone's Pokémon. The coin that I remember never hesitated to help someone in need, even if she groused as she did so. I suspect they may have been worried about us, perhaps even wanting to help. Then they should have just said so. What a pain they are, hiding behind all that attitude. I was able to extract some of that origin ore or whatever it is you wish to call it. I suppose it had better go with you, Coco. You patent a piece of origin ore. That was surprisingly easy. It indeed was. No, you simply failed to recognize my skill. You ought to be praising my hard work, honestly. I knew we could count on you, Leon. No wonder Cleaver recognizes you as a worthy warden. Let's hurry back to Mr. Professor and show him what we got. That Leventon's got sound judgment plus knowledge to spare, despite his silly streak. How nice that everything is here on the map. Don't even have to leave. So, this is the Stone of Creation's beginning, the origin ore. Yes, one can certainly feel an imposing aura emanating from it. Could this be the feeling of the very origin itself? I've been meaning to ask since you brought that up, but the origin of what exactly? One second, I'm just checking on something. Exactly, my girl. Now then, back we go to Jubilee Village. Here you are, Professor Levinton. What remains of the red chain, broken as it may be. Splendid. Even in pieces, I think we'll find it's still perfectly fit for a purpose. We're jolly lucky you had the foresight to pick up all these broken bits back at the temple. You're up next, Coco. Time for whatever we're calling that stone. Handed over the origin ore. The fragments of the red chain collected at great personal risk by the Pearl Clan, and the Stone of Creation's beginning, which we first learned of thanks to the Diamond Clan. Now it's time for the Galaxy team to play its part and turn these items into a proper vessel. Ray, my boy, you are one of our team's greatest craftspeople. Could I ask you to do the honors? Ha, just wait, Coco. You'll finally see what I'm truly capable of. This may take us some time. Perhaps the rest of you had best wait outside while we work. Come on, Mr. Professor. Wish they'd hurried up in there. Starting to suspect all your peddling about the value of time is a cover for your own impatience. If sitting back and waiting actually solved things, I'd sit forever, because that'd be using time well, unlike this. We've done it, Coco. It's complete. I dub it the Origin Ball. If the message conveyed to our good clan leader can be believed, then this should allow you to catch the Pokémon that has appeared at the Temple of Sinnoh. A singular and irreplaceable Pokéball that can be used to catch the frenzied Pokémon raging at the Temple of Sinnoh. These Pokeballs of yours are full of wonders. To think the fate of all Hisui could rest in something so tiny. It's interesting how catching a Pokemon in one of these things brings the two of you closer together. Well, hold on. It's that voice. I hear it in my head again. Do you mean Dialga? Yeah. Seems like Mighty Dialga's willing to lend its strength to this fight. That's what it's telling me. Certainly excellent news. The Diamond Clan's almighty Sinnoh, or perhaps I should say Dialga, is fearsomely powerful. Everything's ready now, Coco. Take the Origin Ball and hurry back to the Temple of Sinnoh together with Dialga. Yes, I will just have to swap up my team. And because I do not want to kick anyone out of my team out that's been there for like a long time, I am probably just gonna go ahead and kick out Lucario. As much as he was a big help too, he was just like a fill-in because he was strong. I just have to find where there it went. Which he is kind of shamefully underleveled. So I think I'm just going ahead and get some candy for him. supposed to take the max revive things I have. Okay, that did not suffice for a level. And I had hoped so. Let's leave it like that for now. And here you are, lost one, ready to face your fated mount atop Mount Coronet? Seems a vicious battle might await you. Oh, well said. Now, hearken to my words, young ones. Time cannot be severed from space, nor space from time. The being you will encounter at the Temple of Sinnoh is Palkia, ruler of all space. If it is allowed to run wild, space itself will warp and bend here in his way, and eventually the very world may be broken. But you have the aid of its counterpart, Dialga, the ruler of time, and therein lies hope. Balance will be brought to time and space, and the world can once again be as it should. Now take Dialga at your side and make for the Temple of Sinnoh once more. I must say, this is quite the intriguing village. Perhaps I'll have a look around before I go. See what your clothier has to offer. Excuse me, is this the time for shopping? Well, I'll hardly have time for shopping if the world ends, will I, young man? Fair point. Alright, Coco. Once you feel ready, set out. We make for the Temple of Sinnoh once more. I feel like... I will go to the Mirelands one last time and try to get one of the time distortions. Because because I'm still missing a Porygon that I kind of would like to catch. Okay, seemingly for a distortion, we'll have to wait like 5-minute intervals. The easiest way to get them to spawn, seemingly, is just to wait for a while. So that's what I'm currently doing. I mostly just want to also like use up the Porygon, the upgrade materials that I have. Plus, if I were to just go ahead and finish the game now, that would be kind of a like very short stream. So I'm also trying to avoid that. The thing being, my time on menus or something wouldn't count, so I'm trying to avoid that too. I mean, I could slowly make my way over there. Because I'm pretty sure that they only work where Uzzering lives. That was just mean. Didn't know these guys lived here. I think technically the distortion should be around here, if there are any. Okay. Should be safe enough. Or not. Oh, okay. I am not allowed to go there. Yes, I noticed. Oh, that is that. Okay, I'll have to find a way to sneak up on that alpha snail. Maybe I can use one of those balls. Ha! Nice. Didn't expect this to work. I am not sure how to figure out what the actual weather is supposed to be. think technically during this gloomy stuff we don't really have weather. So I don't think I have to actually take note of that much. But I should have probably set a timer somewhere, so that I'd know how long I've already waited for a distortion. Pretty sure we're at least over the 5-minute mark. But it also says it's like rather unlikely to spawn at the 5-minute mark. If you're specifically waiting for the space-time distortions because you are trying to actually fill the Pokédex and are just missing stuff out of those, that's going to be so frustrating. The other thing that is probably frustrating is for some of the Pokemon, at least in my opinion, finding the baby version is harder than just finding an adult one. And in the other games, you could just make an egg, which is not a thing here. You can't breed the Pokemon to get more of them. We should by now probably be approaching the 10-minute mark. Should have just gotten one when I first went into the distortion. I would have hoped that that space distortion thing does me the favor of spawning early, but I don't think it will. So yeah, if there isn't one that spawns until like 5 past 8 the latest, I will probably abandon the plan for today. But this is not how I would like to pad out this stream. Sadly, the game also doesn't tell you how much time already was spent waiting for stuff like this. I'm a big fan of the music being a bit quieter whenever you're in hiding. Gives a good clue if you are actually hidden. Not sure if this just maybe isn't the right weather for one. Problem is I don't know how the weather symbols look. I guess I'm not getting lucky today. So we will just head for the main quest then. Oh yeah, I wanna do one little check. I couldn't catch the Pokemon, the alphas in the lakes. I wanna see if they respawn now. Because that would be super cool. Right, sadly, I don't think so. I probably just lost my chance for those. I guess this ball isn't good enough. Which is sad. Is that guy the only bigger one? Okay, now he doesn't want me anymore. Great. Nope. It won't let me. I'm really not enjoying the catching fish in this game. Then let's begin the end. Okay. Was worth a try. Oh, what's he doing here? Does she also want to watch? Just the girl I've been waiting for. I know you can buy various sundries at the base camp, but I thought it might be helpful to you if I set up here closer to the temple. I want to have front row seats if there's a chance to see into the world of myth and legend. I'd probably be creeping even closer to the action once the battle actually begins. Oh, but you won't have to worry about me. I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself. And besides, I know all too well the strength of you and your Pokémon. I've got no doubt you'll have this whole thing tied up in a neat bow before I could possibly be in any danger. For so long, I thought that I had to eliminate any outside element that might threaten the people of Jubilife Village. Whether that meant vanishing you or seeking to destroy the Pokémon of the temple. I felt it was my only path. But you've shown me that I was wrong to think in such a way. Are you ready for this challenge? Sure. Hey Coco, let's meet tomorrow together. What is that supposed to mean? It's a saying we've got in the Diamond Clan. It means you hope you'll both stay safe. Perhaps it's worth listening to what the Diamond Clan has to say sometimes as well. We will support you in whatever way we can. Though I doubt you'll need it. Coco, protect Hisui and her people. Protect time and space for her Pokémon. That poor temple just exploded. It's a centaur. I actually like this version of it better, like visually. Oh. Oh. Okay, I have to do that again. I have to learn the patterns first. Yes, of course I will reattempt this better. I mean, this is the part that no leveling will help with, so... This is just about learning the patterns. I feel like there has to be like a second phase or something. What is it doing? Okay, I have to do that again, but I got a bit farther. Don't quite understand. also don't quite know what continue battle in this regard means. Okay, just don't let it get to the point where it does the evil stuff. If I have that guy now, can I just, use it, or is that not like sealed? And if I get him, does it make me the the authority about space and time because I have the space and the time Pokemon? She caught it. She really did, didn't she? My eyes aren't lying, right? She actually went and caught it. Yes. Oh, good show. What a catch. You contained that fearsome thing in the origin ball. Absolutely astounding as ever, Coco. Thanks, Sinnoh. Just what I'd expect from my protege. Humph. Yes. Sniff. So even the commander sheds a tear now and then. Never thought I'd see the day. Yes, what a sight to have witnessed. Ouch, what gives commander? Not sure I deserve that sumo throw. Well, at least it seems this is no dream. Listen up, all of you. We faced a calamity unlike any we have known, but we were able to overcome it by working as one. This calls for a celebration, a festival for us all. Gather your clans. This will be the greatest celebration history has ever seen. Celebrate? With the Diamond Clan? The two clans together, huh? Well, since it turns out we were both following a true almighty Sinnoh of our own, I guess the time when we'd fight over whose was wrong or right are ancient history now. I'm sure our ancestors would be shocked to see us agree, but this may well be the best path towards protecting the space we all share. Let us celebrate, for today dawns a new day for all those who live in the Hisui region. had a feeling that we would see the credits today. Like I said, we're not going to do the post-game here on stream, because that's just too grindy, in my opinion. And I don't want to dedicate this channel to Pokemon or anything. I just want to play JRPGs and stuff. I'd say this game was more fun than Scarlet Violet was. Because even with the like relatively open maps, you did have a like pretty clear goal of what to do next and where you were supposed to hang out and where you probably wouldn't be welcome yet. I don't necessarily like the Hisui versions of the Pokemon, especially the ones for Arcanine. I really don't like the special moves that everyone could get. I'd rather they stick with their elements, because that also pertains to the enemy. So trying to make like a kinda balanced team doesn't help if my team as well as the opponent had like random cheat moves that I wouldn't know beforehand that they had. Also, some of the types were kind of wonky. That Electrode that randomly had plant with it, so that fire would be super effective and stuff. That just doesn't help with team building, with like knowing what to bring to which fight. And it takes a lot of the planning out of it, or so like the more casual planning. I can, you know, look at a type chart and be like, okay, if I'm fighting the Electro thing, I bring ground or something. But I won't like do hours of research to know all of the special moves that all of the bosses will probably have or whatever, and then again go back to the type chart of, oh no, I can't bring this because that boss has a random move that's going to be super effective against my whatever. I mean, it's not, the game is not hard enough for that to actually matter, but still, it was a bit of an annoyance. I also thought that in general everything did way too much damage. That's a nice nice little CG. Your arc phone is beeping. This is going to be the like, beginning of the post quest. I'll let this play out, and then I'm probably going to stop the game here. Seek out all Pokemon. Yeah, that is exactly the thing that I don't want to do. Do I now get the... That is something I want to check. Do I now get the cool looking Palkia, or do I get the regular one? Would be... Morning, Coco. Would be better to have the cool looking one. So the space-time rift is gone. Think it means we can finally close the book on this whole mess? Well, in any case, there's one book we can't close yet. The Pokédex. Time to get back to our official Survey Corps duty of completing it. We're going to meet in the Survey Corps office to discuss how we'll tackle the work that's left. See you there, Coco. I mean, I already did more than half of the work, like 2/3 probably. That's my alpha moth guy. It's fun when they pop up and are so much bigger. This one is also an alpha. Are they moving into the special spot? Yeah, you get just a regular one, which is kind of sad. Okay. He also does not... It's naive. Okay. Sad. I would have liked to just get the other one, the horsey version of it. Okay. So as I said, I don't like the random extra moves. In general, the game was fun. The game probably even exceeded my expectations a tiny bit, because my expectations were only very slightly above the ground after Scarlet Violet. And after what I've seen from Legends AZ, because I can't with those flat textures on the wall. That looked to me like a slightly more high-res version of those old Windows screensavers where you had that labyrinth that you could just like watch someone first person going through. That's about like the how those flat textures work in my brain. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be it for today. It was a short stream, but we didn't have that much story left. Next time there's going to be a little surprise. And a new game. So the next game is going to be Final Fantasy VII Remake on the PC. I haven't played the original, so I know some story beats. I know the big the big plot twist, because I mean Final Fantasy VII in general is like the game is almost as old as me by now, so yeah, stuff is not really avoidable. That's like that's almost as ancient history as being shocked that Jesus dies in the Bible or something like that. At least for people in the JRPG space. So no big spoilers there, but I don't know like all of the intricacies of the story. I never like looked up anything specifically. So I still have lots of story to uncover. I am very much interested if I'm going to like the characters, because so far I've only played I mean, my first foray in Final Fantasy as a franchise was the MMO, and it has like Final Fantasy 14, and it has some of my favorite characters in general. Other than that, I have only played the very recent ones, so Final Fantasy 15, Final Fantasy 16, because I am not the biggest fan of the character design, to be honest. I think almost all of the character designs are kind of off to me. With the like spiky hairdos and so on. I know that they had to design them in some way to make them like memorable. But yeah, that is just not quite what I would generally like. But yeah, so next time we're going to start Final Fantasy VII in the prettier version. And then there's going to be another like surprise on top of that. So hope you're looking forward to it. Hope to see you next time. Thank you for watching and have a nice evening.